Well, hello everybody. Today we're here to talk about raising some money for Ben. This all came about as a result of our new sales director, Nick Coyle, seeing some press articles about what's been happening with Ben over the last 12 months. The pandemic has had a twofold effect on the charity. First and foremost, it's had a big impact on their fundraising events, which have been unable to go ahead. And secondly, there have been more people requiring support from Ben. So as a result of seeing what Nick saw in the automotive press, we have decided to come forward and put together a bit of a campaign to try and help fill the funding gap. Here at MotorVise, we're unable to have a traditional Christmas party this year, and as a result of that, we've decided that we'll donate some of the money that we would have spent on a Christmas party. We're going to donate £1,000 towards the campaign to raise money to fill the gap that has been left by all of the challenges that this year has thrown at the charity. We're calling it the Christmas Donation for Ben. So that's where it came from. That's what we're here to talk about, and we're really honoured to have with us one of the best known characters and leaders of the automotive sector, Dash Gupta, and we've also got with us Matt Wigington, who is the fundraising director for the charity Ben. So that's what we're here to do today. And first of all, I just wanted to ask a couple of questions of Dash, if I could. Can you explain to us why Ben is suffering from such a funding shortfall and how much Ben is looking to raise over the next few weeks?
So hi Fraser, I think it's worth saying Ben receives no public funding. It relies absolutely on the generous donations from businesses within the sector and people who work in the automotive industry. Unfortunately, Ben has had to cancel all of its major fundraising events this year, including the annual Ben Ball for the first time since the Second World War. Wow. Obviously, it's a real shame, but obviously with the pandemic, people can understand that we really had no option other than to do that. I think it's also worth saying that, Ben's existing donors have continued to generously support the charity, but obviously not having the ability to do that fundraising has had a significant impact on the income for the charity, and has had clearly an impact on the ability that we're able to fundraise in the normal way as a result of the virus that we're all living with today.
Superb, thank you. And obviously, as the Vice President of Ben, can you tell us a little bit about the major campaign that's now being launched, what it involves and what you hope to achieve?
So really what Ben are asking industry leaders to do is pledge to do three specific things. Firstly, be an advocate for Ben, making sure that everybody knows that there is free confidential support available, and at a time when we're seeing people having real challenges with their mental health, fear of their jobs, redundancies. Ben is there to support our colleagues who are in the industry right now. So it's important that senior industry leaders promote Ben, so that they are there to do and fulfill the great work that Ben do for our people. Secondly, encourage colleagues to take part in Ben's fundraising. And thirdly, dig even deeper this year to help Ben address that £1 million shortfall we'll have this year in terms of fundraising. And in terms of what Ben is hoping to achieve from the campaign, it's very simply that businesses do what you're doing, respond to the rallying cry by doing something to support Ben, and encourage others to do the same, so that nobody in the automotive industry has to face the challenges that we're all facing right now alone.
Thank you for that. So obviously, as part of the donation appeal that MotorVise is kind of encouraging every single business in the land to put their hand in their pocket to support the charity by giving as little as, if every dealer in the land gave just £200, we would fill the £1 million funding shortfall that Ben has got. So we're only asking for a portion of what they would actually spend on the Christmas do. What's your reaction to the MotorVise Christmas donation appeal?
Every donation, large or small, is going to be hugely important, and Ben really couldn't do what they do without it. I think it's fantastic what you guys have come up with as an idea, and that's why I'm certainly fully behind that. And with that in mind, I think you said, Fraser, that you guys were putting in £1,000. What I'd like to do is to sort of set the tone in terms of what I think we as Marshall, and I guess in my role as a senior industry leader, should take responsibility and accountability to do the right thing, is on behalf of Marshall, I don't think Matt knows this yet either, by the way, is Marshall will be donating £10,000 towards this initiative, so that they can continue the great work that they do, and make sure that they can support all of the colleagues within the UK automotive industry.
That's amazing. That's amazing. That's absolutely superb. Thank you so much for that. That really does set the benchmark, and you know, I'm really delighted to see that this little tiny thing that we have done has been picked up on, and that one of the leads in the industry, yourself, is now running with this, and I'm very, very grateful to you for that, Dash. Thank you for your support. We're now going to go over and talk to Matt Wigington, who is the fundraising director of Ben. And Matt, I guess that's a huge step forward, an amazing start for this campaign. Can you explain in what ways Ben supports those that are connected with the automotive industry? Just give us a bit of an overview of the kind of work you've been doing. Sure.
Thanks, Fraser. And Dash, thank you so much. I wasn't expecting that. I didn't know that was coming. I'm really grateful. As Fraser said, that's a great way to get things started. So your support means a lot.
You're welcome.
Fraser, I guess, you know, Ben provides online self-help for a wide range of issues through our website, but also with telephone support through our free confidential helpline and support services. And as you'd imagine, every case we deal with is different. It can be anything from advice and tips to help people improve their health and well-being to supporting someone in crisis.
Excellent, that's super. Have you seen an increase in the number of people approaching Ben for help? It's been a really difficult set of circumstances in this pandemic. You know, what's been the impact for you as a charity? Have you seen fewer people or more people reaching out to the charity? I mean, I guess you'd expect with the challenges that we've faced in the industry, that would probably been increased. You know, what have you seen, Matt?
That's an easy one to answer, Fraser. So it's a really simple yes, as you might expect. It is slightly more complicated than a straight yes. I mean, we've seen a 50% increase in the number of people turning to Ben for support compared to this time last year. Some of that is directly related to COVID and other things we were already seeing an increase anyway. But actually, looking at the figures this morning, over 700 people contacted us last month for support, which is more than ever before in a single month. It's setting records, and they're not the kind of records that we want to see set. Crucially, I guess we've seen a significant increase in the number of people with mental health issues, and that's a direct result of people's concerns over their jobs and their finances and the health and well-being of themselves and those around them. Also, the number of people turning to us in crisis has risen dramatically over the last 6 or 7 months. And our teams are working harder than ever to support people who face some of life's toughest challenges.
Excellent, thank you, Matt. And what will be the impact, you know, without the extra funding activities, without this campaign being successful? What actually will be the impact on Ben? What does that look like if we aren't able to kind of fill this gap?
But I suppose, you know, what if we can't afford to hire additional staff to be on our helpline? And what if we're not able to answer a call quickly enough or to provide the support someone needs at a critical time? It doesn't really bear thinking about. So this campaign is all about our industry coming together as one to look after each other, look out for each other. And that's why what you're doing with your brilliant Christmas donation idea, Fraser, I can't thank you enough for being so quick to respond to our rallying cry. And I really hope that people get behind the idea too, as Dash just has, which is great news. You know, the truth is we can't do what we do without it. And if we can't, I'm not sure who will.
Really, just to wrap up, you know, one last question to Dash. Is there anything you'd like to add to this, or anything you'd like to say to other industry leaders that are out there?
Ben needs our support as industry leaders to do the right thing. Ultimately, Ben is there to support our colleagues between us all. So I would really, really urge senior leaders in the industry to do the right thing, contribute. I think let's think about at the start of this pandemic, I don't think any of us expected to be in the positions that we have been in terms of the strength of our businesses as a result of the tailwinds that we've all experienced. So dig deep. We're in a much, much better position than we thought we were going to be when this crisis started. You know, even the sort of gesture I've made today, £10,000 for some of the groups should be, you know, very, very much the right thing to do. And we look forward to you guys supporting.
Thank you very much, Dash. So there will be a link somewhere near this video where you found us today, where you can make a donation or even a donation. So my appeal is, you know, we're a small company at MotorVise and we've made a donation to the campaign, and we would really like to see across the whole nation people kind of using some of the money that they would have used towards their Christmas do, even a small portion of it, to help Ben, because right now the charity and the people in our industry need it more than ever. Thank you very much.